In this video, we are going to try to create the thunkable app for our alien problem. Just to refresh your memory, our algorithm was called alien, and it was taking two parameters, antennas and eyes, and depending on the values of antenna and eyes, it should return type of alien. For instance, for type A, the minimum number was 3 antennas and the maximum number was 4. For B, it was maximum of 6, including 6, and minimum of 2 eyes. For alien C, it was maximum 2 antennas and maximum 3 eyes. If none of these criteria is met, it has to return blank. Now the algorithm was done in the previous video, so I'm going to go and create the thunkable app. So let's go to thunkable and create, let's call this one Cosmos. We are not going to check any category here, don't change the public here, then create. Now in this case we are getting two inputs and I'm going to try to put them together, so I'm going to use the layout block called row here. So I'm going to drag and drop a row here. Now I'm going to drag and drop two text inputs. I'm going to close this one, go to user interface, two text inputs, 1, 2, and a button. Now the button we want it to be on the right, so here we are going to drag and drop it underneath text input 1. Now this text box, I'm going to call it antennas underscore txt. This one I'm going to call eyes txt. This one I'm going to change the text to submit. Now this one we are going to change the hint to antennas and the widths to be equal to 30%. This one the same way, we are going to change it to 30% and the text to eyes. The only thing which is left here is the alert, so we can inform the user of the result. So now we are going to change the title of the alert to Cosmos, and since we only need one button, the confirm button, I'm going to change it to OK and cancel the text on cancel button. So now our alert is set, the design is okay, so we can go and design our blocks. If you go back and look at our algorithm, I need a local variable s which is set to blank. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to define a variable called s and set the initial value to be blank. Now I'm going to start the process when the button is clicked. The first thing that the algorithm says is set s equal to blank. That's the first thing we're going to do. So we're going to go to variables, set application s, and we want to set it to blank. The next one, you have to check antennas and eyes. Because we want to check them against number, first we want to make sure that they are converted to numbers. So I'm going to duplicate these two. I'm going to call the first one antennas, and the second one I'm going to call it eyes. Then, as usual, you're going to set the values of antennas and eyes by adding 0 to the content. So I need to go to antennas and get the text here and put it here. Now this one adds 0, converts it to an integer. I'm going to do the same thing here, but this time I'm going to change it to eyes and this one to eyes. Now that we are done here, we can just go ahead and do the if conditions. So if antennas greater than 3 and eyes less than or equal to 4. So I need a logic here. So I'm going to say variable if antenna is greater than or equal to 3. So I'm going to change this one greater than or equal. And then I'm going to go to math, get 3 here. This is the first one. Now I'm going to duplicate this one. And it's going to be eyes. And our eyes, they have to be less than or equal to 4. So less than or equal to 4. So less than or equal. And this one, 4. And also, if you look here, there is an AND operator here. So I'm going to go here to the logic and bring an AND here. First, I'm going to use external inputs, put this one here, and put this one here. And the whole thing is going to go to my if. And then I put this one here. If this is true, then I'm going to say S is S plus A. Plus in when you're dealing with text is join operator. So I'm going to set the value of S. So I'm going to say duplicate this one, put it here. Then I'm going to put this one here. This one is going to be S. So I'm going to duplicate this one, put this one here, make this one S. So S plus A space. So it's going to be S plus A space. And these are garbage. So this is for the case when antennas is greater than or equal to 3 and eyes is less than or equal to 4. I am not going to use the else because I can have, for one input, I can have the result to be either alien A, alien B, or alien C at the same time. So I'm not going to use else. I'm just going to copy this one, put it here, and look at the conditions. Less than or equal to 6, greater than or equal to 2. Less than or equal to 6, and greater than or equal to 2. If this is true, again, less than or equal, greater than or equal, I'm going to change this one to B space. The next one, I'm going to duplicate this one. The condition is less than or equal to 2, less than or equal to 3. So this one becomes less than or equal to 2, less than or equal to 3, and it's going to be C. Now, when all these are done, we are going to get rid of the last character of the string and then return S. So to get the last character of S, I'm going to set S, and I'm going to go to text, and I'm going to use this one, the substring. Now, this is the text, so I'm going to use this one. This is my text, input text. I want the substring start from character 1, go to the length of string minus 1. So I need a math operator for subtraction. So it's going to be length here, length of S. So I go to text, and I'm going to take the length out, put it here, and this one becomes S. So this one is going to reset S to the substring starting from the first character to one less than the last character. So this means the last character, which is blank, is going to be taken care of. Now the only thing I have to do is to go to alert, set the message here, and set it to S. And also initiate alert. And that's it. This is our thunkable app for the alien problem. So let's go and check the app. So the first example that we have here is 4 and 5, which has to return B. So let's go and enter 4 and 5. It returns B, which is correct. Then we go here, and 2 and 3 returns B space C. 2 and 3. So 2 and 3 returns B and C. And the last one, 8 and 6, must return blank. So 8 and 6 must return blank.